What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl KD and I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna do something a little bit more personal, a little bit more I want to sit down and talk to y'all. I'm gonna tell you guys my coming out story, right? It's nothing like super crazy, super major, but it's my coming out story. So that being said, I'm gonna get into it right after my intro.
So my lyrics been a long time waiting for you, and then you push me away. Painkillers for breakfast, I ain't feeling the day. I'm fucking geeked up, but I tell her I'm okay.
Alright, so check me out, right? So I came out, I want to say like my freshman year for the first time I came out. And I told my grandparents that, you know, I'm gay. And my grandpa, he didn't really have an emotion. My grandpa's not really an emotional guy. He just kind of like, whatever. And my grandma, on the other hand, they're very like old school religious. You know, I have that old school religious background on me. So it was something like that. And I tried to tell them, you know, my grandma, she wasn't too happy about it. You know, their Christian values don't agree with it. And it was hard, man. It was really hard telling them the truth. And I did, though. And we didn't talk about it. And even to this day, it's not really something we talk about, honestly. Like, they know, but they just don't acknowledge it, more or less. And for a long time, that stuff used to hurt me. Like, I used to be hurt by it, right? I used to be hurt by the fact that they didn't really want to talk about it. But I just want them to love me and accept me. And I know they can't accept my lifestyle, but they haven't treated me any differently. They still love me the way that I am. It took some time, but they do. And honestly, I had to come out again, like, because I didn't feel like they understood or they got it or they thought I was serious. I feel like part of me felt like they thought it was a phase, more or less. But they stopped letting girls come over because they thought I was dating every single girl. They started asking me about my ex-boyfriends and all that stuff, and I'm just like, that's not my lifestyle no more. But yeah, I mean, you know, it just kind of, that's really how I came out. Like, I just sat them down at the table and just told them what it was, and it just was what it was. Like, I kind of just left it all on the table. But I don't know, like, I know coming out is hard, and I'm here for anybody who's struggling through that, especially if you come from the background I come from. It's hard to want to come out knowing that you could be, you know, put out or talked about or hurt in any way, shape, or form. But I honestly, my only regret is that I didn't come out sooner, right? Is that I didn't be who I am sooner. Like, I didn't fully become the person y'all see today, like the person y'all know. You know, if you follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, I didn't become that person until my second relationship, like my second real girlfriend, which is my fiance that I have now, is when I really came out to be my true self. And I was well into my 20s, like I'm 27 now. Then I was like 21, 22 when I fully just grasped who I was. Like, I dressed differently. I was a tomboy to the end. I'm talking about cargo pants, the whole nine. Like, everything was written. It's just that I didn't want to accept myself because I was too afraid to be myself. And if I can give any advice to any young children watching this, it's just be yourself, honestly. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Because I promise you, if I was myself now, back then, I feel like things would be so much different for me. Like, it'd been a struggle because, you know, living with my grandparents and things like that, like, it would have been a struggle, but I would have been happy because I would have been myself. And like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I tell my fiance that all the time. Like, if I was me now, then my life would be different, way different. But, you know, I had to go through what I had to go through to get to who I am today. So maybe I wouldn't be that much different. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, I am who I am now. I'm proudly bisexual. Yes, I am bisexual. Yes, I like both boys and girls. Despite the way that I dress, I am bisexual. I can't explain it. Don't ask. But I'm happy with who I am today. I'm going to tell y'all about the first girl I ever fell in love with in another video. But I just kind of wanted to, you know, give y'all some hope and know that life gets better. Even though it feels like it's hard right now, it's definitely gonna get better. Just be yourself, be who you are, and don't live life with regrets. Because I spent a lot of time, you know, when I was pretending to be straight, I spent a lot of time regretting my decisions. Once I got older and I accepted myself for who I am, I spent a lot of time regretting not doing that. And it's sucky. It's so sucky, and it's the worst feeling in the world. But please, 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 y'all, be yourselves. You only got one life to live, and what better way than to live it the way you feel in your heart and desire to live it. You know what I mean? God gives us one life. Live that life the way you want to live, and that's honestly all I gotta say about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you about the girl I fell in love with first time. It's a crazy story. How I met my girl is a crazy story, the whole thing. But I'm gonna introduce y'all more to my life. I don't want to do just reaction videos on this channel anymore because it's easy to do those, don't get me wrong, it's super easy, but I want to bring y'all into my life. Like, I want y'all to get to know me, ask me questions, anything like that, you know, whatever y'all want to know. Advice, I'm a great advice giver, I'm a great listener. Y'all just go ahead and drop them in the comments if y'all want that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, yo. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I hope this video helps some people. You know, I didn't go through the worst parts that most people go through when it comes to this situation, but I did go through some personal hurt. You know, I got called the devil by my ex-girlfriend, my first girlfriend. By her mom, called me the devil and told me I was gonna take her daughter with her. And it's just a lot going on during that time, and it really changed my life, honestly. I'll tell y'all about that in another video. I'm gonna tell y'all all of that. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. But I honestly can say that today, being who I am, I'm super happy with who I am, who I'm with, and all those great things. Like, I'm blessed beyond blessed, and I cannot express that enough. So that's why I'm always telling y'all to be who you are, because no matter what, God is gonna love you regardless. He's gonna love you for you because he knew who you were when he designed you. And that's just that. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys like this little video. It's kind of my little coming out story. Like I said, it wasn't really much because it wasn't nothing crazy or nothing like that. It was just real simple. I'm still working on it, honestly. You know, my family loves my girl, but I can't really say that they acknowledge her as my girl, if that makes sense. But they love her, they respect her, they respect our relationship. It's just time is gonna be all, like, it's gonna go with time. Time heals everything. So be who you are, never regret anything, live life like it's your last, and remember that God loves you and I do too. Peace.